Welcome to the Brivo On Air series of videos by Secure Lock and Alarm. In this segment, we are going to talk about system administrators. System administrators are those who can modify the system if given the appropriate permissions. There are three tiers. The top tier is the master administrator. There can only be one master administrator. If you already have a Brivo account, that master administrator has already been set up. The second tier is a senior level administrator. The senior level administrator can have all the same permissions as the master administrator if selected. The biggest difference between the master and the senior administrator is the master can add or delete senior administrators, but senior administrators cannot delete the master administrator. The third tier is the assistant administrator. The assistant administrator allows you to select specific permissions based on your needs. The assistant administrators can be restricted to simply viewing activity. They can be allowed to edit users. They can be allowed to delete users. So once you've logged into your Brivo account, you can click on Setup, go to Account and Administrators, which will take you to this page. This will show you who has been set up as administrators. And again, the master administrator, if you have a Brivo account, has already been determined. So we're going to create a new senior administrator. Starting from top, working your way down, fill in all the blanks. The only one you don't need to fill in is the phone extension. So we're going to create a first name, last name, email, and a phone number. You must select the time zone. Now, this radio button for the senior admins, if you want them to have the ability to create, edit, and delete admins, in other words, other senior admins or assistant admins, remember that they cannot affect any changes to the master admin. So I'm going to say yes. Administrator ID, this is the username that they want to use. The password that they want to use to log into the account. And then confirming the password. Secret question and answer. This can be anything you want. In the event that this particular administrator needs to contact Brivo directly, Brivo will ask them the secret question, and they must come up with the correct answer in order to proceed further with Brivo. So I'm going to keep it simple. The admin password is the password of the master administrator authenticating this whole process. And then click Save Administrator. The username already exists, so we must pick a different username. And yes, you have to re-enter the password. And notice that you have to reselect the time zone. Basically just double check all your entries. Now, this administrator has been configured. We go back to administrators, and there's your new senior level administrator. To set up an assistant administrator is basically the same, with a few extra choices at the end. So we're going to create a new assistant administrator. Again, starting from the top and working your way down. Select the time zone. Now you notice that radio button is not here, as assistant level administrators cannot affect any changes to any administrators. So again, we're going to create an administrator ID. With the password. Secret question. And again, the master administrator's password, authenticating the creation of this administrator. Now you notice no site permissions found. With the assistant, we want to go up to Edit Permissions in the upper left corner. And here are all the permissions that you can assign. You can do it by site, to just view activity, doors, devices, and create notification rules, which we'll go over in another segment. You can allow them to edit doors, and you can allow them to unlock doors remotely via the phone app if they like, or with the web portal here. You can also give them group permissions to just view the users or edit the users, edit or delete users, or add or remove users. In short, you want to go through and check all the permissions. Now at any time, when you're done, you can click Save Permissions. You can always go back to this administrator and edit their permissions as needed. And you go back to your administrators list by clicking in the upper left corner, or again you can go to Setup Account Administrators, which takes you to the same page. And here are all your administrators. The master administrator, there can only be one. Senior administrators, there can be several. And assistant administrators. So that's it for administrators. And thank you for watching the Brivo On Air videos by Secure Lock and Alarm.